Yo, what is up, guys? Happy Monday. Happy Monday. Apologize for the change in time. Jeez, can't clear my throat. Apologize for the change in time. I am the worst this week officially. So, apologize for the change in time. We will be noon to 1 every day. This is just today. Had some stuff come up. Also, Will Muschamp's presser. Wanted to tune into that for injury news because, we just found out Sherrod Greene is out 4 to 6 weeks. Just the good news. Good news just keeps coming for Gamecocks. So, Sherrod Greene out 4 to 6 weeks, a position where you already, excuse me, you already did not have a lot of depth. So here we are. Unreal. Pretty much unreal. But taking your questions, comments here on a Tuesday. I hope you guys are all doing well. We got a fire interview coming up for you guys Thursday. I've got it late. I think by tomorrow we're going to do it. Also, a big-time interview on Friday. I'm very, very, very excited about that you guys will hear next week. But, again, taking your questions, comments, whatever it may be. Again, Sherrod Greene out 4 to 6 weeks. That is the big news right now. So, again, a lot going on here on a Tuesday for you guys. Let's see. Philip Carter Harris, I've been patient for years. I was there in Charlotte when we lost to a basketball school. I wasn't ready to accept that we needed a coaching change, but now I am. Muschamp is out. Yeah. I mean, everybody knows my feelings on Muschamp, so I think it's time. I think it's time for a change. Honestly, I think it's time for a change. If I can ever get situated here, I think it's time for a change, no doubt. Let's see. Again, taking your questions, comments. Appreciate you guys tuning in on Tuesday. Apologize again for the change. We're noon every day. Noon to 1. This is my bad today. We are going to be noon to 1. So, again, my apologies. The Daily Crow here. Taking your questions, comments, whatever it may be. Again, if you did not hear, Sherrod Greene is going to be out 4 to 6 weeks. So, Chris Flick, ready for PJ Fleck to row the boat down to Columbia. Yeah, I love that. I don't think he's going to leave Minnesota. I don't think we're going to pay him enough, but no, I'd love to see it for sure. Who's going to start now that Greene is out? You probably slide Cobb in there. Damani Staley will probably get the start, though. I'd say Damani Staley probably. I think it'll be Ernest Jones, Damani, and maybe Cobb. I mean, Rosendo Lewis is out with an injury as well, so he won't start. But yeah, so it's just it's brutal. It's frustrating. It's very frustrating.
That can do that. Brad can move over and play that.
So maybe Brad Johnson. We've got the Muschamp presser is live on Facebook. Apparently, they actually made it live. I'm very shocked at that. Normally, it's not live. So. Yeah, taking your questions, comments, whatever it may be. We're talking Gamecocks here on a Tuesday. Like I said, guys, apologize for the move from noon to 1. We're now doing 1 to 2 today, but we'll be noon to 1 every day. So apologize for that. Had some stuff come up. Muschamp's presser as well. Wanted to tune into that. Get, like I said, some injury updates, stuff like that. And, of course, we find out Sherrod Greene's out 4 to 6 weeks. So there you go. BK Jace, we've had issues with our corners for years. We need to take our defense to protect our corners, particularly on the outside. Yeah, outside of JC and Izzy, man, it looks rough in the defensive backfield. And Jamie Robinson came out today and said he thought the DBs played well, which is the type of delusion I guess I would expect from a Will Muschamp coach team. So I don't know, man. I mean, I just – what I tell Jamie is let's get our players off of Twitter after games. Stop tweeting after you lose. That's what I would tell Jamie. So, and a lot of our other guys, a lot of them. So, I get so sick of seeing it. I get so sick of seeing our guys tweeting after they lose. So, if you want me to be honest, let's see. Yeah, nothing big from Muschamp today outside of the Sherrod Green injury news. Yeah, nothing crazy. Muschamp did end up apologizing for the leaked video, by the way. How about that shit? He didn't apologize. So, Vanna Webster, nothing happened on Twitter. I was just saying, Jamie talked about that. He thought, today he was interviewed by the media, said that the secondary played well. I was just making a blanket statement that guys, I hate when I see guys tweeting after we lose. I don't know what the point of that is. Muschamp did speak to the media after the game on Saturday, so if you want to go watch that, it is on YouTube. Let's see. Yeah, again, if you didn't hear, Sherrod Green is out 4 to 6 weeks with a fractured hip. So, best part of Saturday was the leaked video. I agree, honestly. Jeffrey Crenshaw, he talked about defense on first down. He did not. Again, I'm looking at all the Muschamp quotes, comments. He did not. Again, nothing really notable has come out. Again, Jalen Brooks has not been, his appeal has not gone through. But yeah, only really the big news coming has been Sherrod Green is out for 4 to 6 weeks for this game basketball team. So, an already tall task against the Florida Gators defensively. I mean, Kyle Trask threw 6 touchdowns last week. We all know about Kyle Pitts and all those guys. An already tall task, and now you're out one of your, again, no matter how you feel about Sherrod Green, whether you think he's a great player, he's an average player, he's one of your veteran guys, and now you're down a veteran piece on the defensive side of the ball. It's just going to make it that much tougher to guard Florida. So, Jaden Harris, who gets the start at running back Saturday? I think they'll probably keep it the same. I'd say Kevin Harris. I will say I went back, though, watched the tape on the South Carolina Tennessee game. I mean, Sean Fenwick looked great to me. Fenwick looked great. I can see why he was talked about as being the starter for sure. Mississippi State going to win the SEC West this year? Absolutely not. Absolutely not. Absolutely not. Let's see. Brian Welch, what's your thoughts on Billy Napier? He knows the area. He's got an offensive mind. He's young. He's got Louisiana ranked. Honestly, man, as bad as it may sound, at this point, I'm open to anybody that's not named Will Muschamp. Anybody. So, Joseph Anthony Barada, if we can upset number 3 Georgia last year, why not upset number 3 Florida this week? Reaching for the sky, my mind, why not? LOL. I mean, maybe you're right, man. I'd love for you to be right. I don't think it'll happen. Last season, I had a little bit of optimism about the Carolina-Georgia game. I even did. But this one, no. I don't. I think Florida's going to curb stomp South Carolina. I think Gamecocks will score a little bit, but I think in the grand scheme, I think Florida will get the dub. Ben Little, why are we so injury prone? The curse of Muschamp. I have no idea. Philip Carter Harris, just for fun, after the pressing news about Green. If Carolina was in the ACC right now, how many games would we win this year? I mean, how can you really say we'd be that much better? I mean, we've lost to Virginia. We've lost to North Carolina. Obviously, Clemson. I mean, what difference would it make? So, is Jamar Brown good at all? Why don't we put him in? He's playing safety apparently now, so I guess if we see him, it will be at safety. And I don't know why he's not in. I don't know. I genuinely do not know. So, let's see. Hold on, there's playoff baseball on it too. Wow. Look at me. Look at me. Oh, here we go. Y'all want to hear college football news, South Carolina, Florida prediction? Anybody want to hear that? Let me know if you want to hear it. I'm about to look at it right now. In case you guys do want to hear it. Whoa, my bad. Do you guys want to hear what college football news thinks of this game? All right, you want to hear it? Yes. All right, here we go. What's going to happen? College football news. The Gators' offensive line should be good enough not only to keep Trask upright, but pound away for a ground game that almost hits the 200-yard mark against the Rebels. No, don't get into a twist over the bad day from the Florida defense. It'll do enough to get off the field against the Gamecocks offense that won't be able to run the ball a lick. Hill isn't going to outduel Trask. Florida 38, South Carolina 17. So there you go. I mean, that's a fair pick. I mean, that's a very fair pick. I'm probably going, again, my official score prediction will come out on Friday, but I think that's a very fair pick. That score is very fair in my opinion. So, yeah, I think that's a very fair pick. And that's probably what I see. I was going to say 41-20. That's about what I see it finishing in at. So I think it's a very, very fair pick. Sorry, guys. I was just tweeting that out. USC Insider, to be honest, I'm done with this team. I know it's one loss, but look who we played on the road. Till we get better, I'm not predicting us to win in games. It's fair. So Joseph Anthony Barada, they're probably a 20-plus point favorite. So the spread has actually gone down a bunch. They opened up as a 22-point favorite. I think now it's like Florida 17.5, which honestly, if you're getting Florida 17.5, I'd probably take Florida. I really would. Luke Pro, we didn't look too bad first few plays of the first half of Tennessee game that went downhill. I feel like we do that a lot. Yeah. I mean, we from the after the first drive to 5 minutes left in the third quarter, we looked terrible. Let's see. Savannah Webster, what other coach would be 5-14 and still have a job? I don't know. USC Insider, 38-20 Gators win. Again, that's fair. I think that's very, very fair. I wish we had a, quote, prove everyone wrong, end quote, football team. Yeah, me too. Eric Price is tight end. Patrick Reed, unavailable. The guy's huge, 6'7", 265. I'd have to check on that. I'm not 100% sure. I'd have to check on that. Oh, yeah, 208. We got Astros and Twins. 308, we have White Sox and A's. 507, we've got – I did not know there was so much playoff baseball on today. And then tonight, so we got Blue Jays, Rays at 5, Yankees, Indians at 7. How about tomorrow? We got the Braves at noon, huh? How about that? Good stuff. All the Bravos fans. So I'm also a Bravos fan. So I will certainly be tuned. Yeah, that's another thing. We got the Daily Crow tomorrow at noon. The Braves play. I have the Braves game on the TV behind me, or I might be in the living room tomorrow with the TV on. So you never know. Lucas Hayes, do you think the stadium capacity will open up later in the year? I hope so. I doubt it. So I doubt it. They should. I doubt it. Whatever. It is what it is. So I don't think so. I'd be surprised. And again, in case you guys did not hear it, the big news today, Sherrod Green officially out 4 to 6 weeks with a hip fracture. So it is what it is. It is what it is. Just par for the course. Just par for the course. Let's see. Again, taking your questions, comments. Sorry, guys. Normally we will be noon to 1 every single day. Had some stuff come up. Will Much Chance Presser, all that good stuff. So 1 to 2 today, but we'll be noon to 1 every day. So I'm the worst this week, and I know I moved it yesterday. I moved it today. Noon to 1 rest of the week. Also, I'm going to set up today the pregame show. We'll go 11 to 11:30 again. Watch party at Overtime Bar and Grill this weekend. In case you missed it, watch party Overtime Bar and Grill. But we will set up 11 to 11:30. I will do a pregame show before the Florida game. So, Bonnie Richardson Glenn, sorry, just joined. Where was Joyner? He was on the field, didn't get targeted. Let's see. Eric Price will register. Another big tight end when we get them more involved. I mean, yeah, they were out there. I saw register out there a bunch. He didn't get targeted. Rob Sims, do we stand a chance against Florida? We stand a chance. I don't think we'll win. If we win 2 games, who will it be against? If we win 3 games, who will it be against? It would be. I mean, I think my pick of 3 and 7 is pretty safe. Vanderbilt, Missouri, and Ole Miss. Jaden Harris. People in the NFL these last few weeks are like, look at all the injuries, the important players, but us South Carolina fans are like, we always deal with the injuries. Yeah. I mean, again, it's par for the course. Excuse me, guys. Jonathan Moffrey, what's the schedule for the Daily Crow this week? Noon to 1 every single day the rest of the week. Just had to change up today and yesterday, but noon to 1. It's going to be noon to 1, just like you see behind me. Noon to 1 every single day. Saturday, pregame, 11 to 11:30, and I haven't set that up yet. I will do this right after we end the show. Set that as pending, 11 to 11:30 pregame. Then immediately after the game, I will go live, break down everything, kind of get you guys' thoughts. So noon to 1, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. Again, apologize today for the delay, but noon to 1 every single day the rest of the week. So, John Gibbs, do you think our players get overworked or not enough work? I mean, other than that, what else could be the issue for the injuries? I mean, I've heard from former players that overworking could possibly be the issue. Outside of that, man, I don't know. The Muschamp curse, I really don't know. So, I genuinely have no idea. So, let's see. Hold on, is there? I'm not even gonna say it. How about Tampa Bay Lightning winning the Stanley Cup? There you go. Jeffrey Crenshaw, what's your take on Eric Wolford? Never lived up to the hype. I don't really have a problem with Wolf, but I will say, man, like when you have the guys on the offensive line you have now, and they played as bad as they played against Tennessee, if we continue to see an offensive line that underperforms and isn't good, it's going to be a problem because I think you have talent on the offensive line. I do. And Muschamp has preached, oh, this is our best O-line we've had since I've been at South Carolina. I mean, come on, man. You got to play better. Got to play better. Chris Dimsdale, yeah, I do not know why we did not see more of Adam Prentice. I was kind of surprised at that. Let's see. Bonnie Richardson Glenn, is Doty taking reps now as quarterback or receiver? Both. He's splitting time. Tyler Logan, pretty much the point that we don't need to take the traditional route with setting up the pass with the running. Looks a lot better when we set up the run passing. Only way it seems we can move the ball running. Yeah, you got to be able to run the football. I said this on the podcast. I'll say it again. I don't see South Carolina winning a football game where they rush for less than 100 yards. I just don't see it. I mean, you think about the best South Carolina teams in school history, which were recent, 10 to 13. Those teams had something in common. They could all run the football. Bottom line, they could all run the football. So, You got to be able to run it. You just have to. You got to find a way. You got to find a way to run the football. Let's see. Bonnie Richardson Glenn, dare we talk punting? It was atrocious. Yeah, I was surprised how bad of a game Kai Kroger had. I think he'll be a good player. Let's see here. I got a video sent to me.
That brief video clip that made the rounds this past weekend. You asked that. Why would I know you'd ask that, huh? It was an outtake between me and Justin King, okay? And if I offended anybody, I apologize. All right, but it was between me and another guy. And why in the world would I know you would ask this question? Well, I said you were going to address it after the game, but I figured you weren't in the right mood for that. But still not in the right mood. But I appreciate you bringing it up. Yeah. And again, I apologize if I offended anybody. It's between two people. It was never meant to be public. It was between two people. And somebody obviously thought they're going to be cute and put it out there. So Phil Cornbrook could ask a question. Tiger Phil strikes again. No. My question was, do you know who put it, how it got out? No, but I'm looking forward to finding out. My other question was, did you put it out, Phil? Did you get a hold of it? No, sir. It was not me. But my question was, if it's somebody inside your organization who did that, how would you feel about that person? I probably couldn't say it in this press conference. I don't want to use that language again, Phil. Let's go on to Mike Hoover.
Wow. Wow.
Phil Cornbrook. That brief video clip.
Sorry, guys. I just got sent this and I have to post it. Oh my God. That was hilarious. Sorry, guys. I just Trip Roche, what do you see the score at half at for South Carolina, Florida? I think it's probably a 24-10 type of game. Yeah, 24-13. That kind of makes sense. Shamir Lipscomb, it was hard not to notice one of Tennessee's best corners is from Columbia while we still struggle in the defensive backfield. Yeah, that's obviously very frustrating, very concerning. This clip is wild. Oh my God. Sorry, guys. I'm getting this clip out there. You guys will appreciate it. Let me put it that way. Tiger Phil, he says. My caption is, does Will Muschamp hate anyone more than Phil Cornblue? Oh, God. That is hilarious. I mean, he was pissed. He was pissed at Cornblue. Yeah, that clip, that Muschamp clip was hysterical. That Muschamp clip was absolutely hysterical.
Video clip that made the rounds this past weekend. That's that. Why would I know you that's that, huh? It was an outtake between me and Justin King.
That clip was hysterical, honestly, guys. Let's see. Let's see. Wendy Wilkins, why did they not play Doty when all the coaches say he's the best on the team? I have no idea. I mean, if you're going to say he's the fastest guy on your football team, I'm shocked you don't play him. So I was surprised at that as well. Mikey Henson, I was concerned about the defense coming into the year. The secondary is supposed to be a strong point. I felt really good about the defense. I was shocked, honestly. I hope we see massive improvement from week 1 to week 2, but again, taking your questions, comments. Sorry, guys. Again, moving today 1 to 2. We'll be noon to 1 the rest of the week. Also, pregame show Saturday at Overtime Bar and Grill, 11 to 11:30. So, yeah, appreciate you guys. Appreciate you guys all tuning in. Sure. Shit, let me cut this off. There we go. Trip work. Let's go, baby. Let's go. Cox by 90. Let's go. Let's see. Stuart Parsons, first game, they didn't play terrible. Just got to clean it up. They're going to get tested this week for sure. Yeah, I mean, there's a lot to get better on. I mean, it's offense, defense, special teams. You got to get better. All facets, all phases of the game. There were some positives to pull for sure. I don't want to act like the Tennessee loss. There was no positives to pull. Offense, I was very pleased with Colin Hill, the way he played. I have no complaints. But Dakota Lee Steer fight. Who do you pick if you had to win one game? Will Muschamp or Dan Quinn? My God. God. Who do you pick? That is the unanswerable question. Honestly. Who do you pick? Seriously. Will Muschamp or Dan Quinn? You have to win one game. I don't know. I mean genuinely. I'd say Quinn, but you're just going to blow it in the second half. You're going to blow it in the fourth quarter. Dude, I have no idea. I genuinely have no clue. Let's see. Tim Woodward. Excuse me. Tim Woodward. If things keep going like the Tennessee game, Helinski will be in soon. Hill's knee will not survive our O-line play. Might be right. Jaden Harris, who wins the Auburn-Georgia game, and is that the team we give a run for their money? Georgia will be good by the time we play them. Auburn already looks good. I don't see us winning either game. So, again, taking your questions, comments, 30 minutes in, guys. Again, apologize for the move from 1 to 2. We will be noon to 1 every single day the rest of the week. Had some stuff come up. So, let's see. Again, taking your questions, comments, whatever it may be. You want to talk Florida, you want to continue to talk South Carolina, Tennessee, whatever you like. We can chat on it. Whatever you like. Whatever you like. Does Will Muschamp hate anyone more than Phil Kornblue? Oh, gosh. Mm-hmm. Let's see. Jacob White, will Cam Smith have a bigger role in special teams? Dude, I don't know. I don't know what his role will be, man. I don't know what his role will be. Bruce Atkins, who do you think steps up a wide receiver opposite of Shy? I think Xavier Legette will continue to come on again. I thought he had a good game. I think he had like 50 yards receiving. I think he will continue to come on. So outside of him, though, you got to get the ball in somebody else's hands. You got to get somebody else touches. If you're not going to beat Florida, which you're probably not, at least go out there and get the ball in somebody. Because listen, the DCs and the SEC, they're paid a lot of money. Okay, they're paid lots of money to take away your team's best option. No matter which football team it is, they're paid money to take away your team's best option. So just to think Shy Smith is going to have 10 catches a game is foolish. You've got to get somebody else going outside of like that. You got to find a third and a fourth guy, whether that's going to be Joyner, Rico Powers, Luke Doty. I mean, whoever it may be, you just got to find more options. You got to find more weapons. So, you got to. Maybe Josh Van. Yeah, I don't know. Somebody, though. You got to find somebody else. Drew Scott, what defensive player group needs to step it up? What defensive player group needs to step it up the most if there's a chance to slow down Trask? I mean, your secondary just has to play well, man. I mean, J.C. Horn's got to have a normal J.C. Horn game. Izzy's got to be healthy and play his best game. Ernest Jones has got to play his best game. Your defensive line's got to get pressure on him. That's what it's going to come down to. That's what it'll come down to. You got a lot of guys. You got a lot of guys who need to step up and play well. Jimmy needs to play much better than he did from week 1 to week 2. A lot of guys have got to play well. So, Mhm. Let's see. Chris Dimsdale, I've heard good things about the hands of the two tight ends. With them on those receivers. I think they did that a lot Saturday, to be honest. I mean, I saw Muse and Will Register split out a lot. Did not see a lot of Key Mullins, but yeah, I mean, listen, I think they're going to continue to use the tight ends. No doubt they're going to continue to use the tight ends. So, yeah, I think that will be a thing they do. Let's see here. Taking your questions, comments. Just setting up some interviews, setting up some calls, all that good stuff. Let's see. Michael Cavalier, to me, it just seems like either the offense improves, then the defense slacks, and vice versa, and we just haven't put it all together. Yeah, I'm sure there will be a new issue this week. I mean, just there's always a new issue, guys. There's always a new issue. So, Robert Stevenson, what's your view on the run defense from Saturday? I didn't think the run defense was terrible. You give 133 yards or 136, I think it was. Run defense wasn't awful. There were definitely times where it was glaring. No doubt, for sure. If I just speak today. But I mean, listen, give some credit to Tennessee's O-line. Really, really, really good. Really good. So Tennessee's O-line was really good. But overall, and I thought the run defense was okay. We'll see how it continues to evolve. Bruce Atkins, I really like the running backs. I think of them, Fenwick needs more touches. He looks special. Yeah, I like Fenwick. I like Fenwick a lot. Every time Fenwick, I think, has played for South Carolina, every time he comes into a game, he's looked pretty good. So, yeah, get the ball in his hands. I like him. I like all three of our backs, to be honest. I like Fenwick. Kevin Harris gave you exactly what you expected, and I think you saw some good things in Zaquandre White. So, I like the running back position as a whole. Again, it's nobody on the roster is Marshawn Lloyd, and I knew that and expected that. But I like him as a whole. So let's see here. Okay, setting up a cool interview for Friday, guys. We're going to have one of the big Florida podcasts come on for about 15, 20 minutes when I give my prediction and talk about the game. So very excited for that. Also, Thursday's interview is going to be fire. I promise you. You guys are going to like it. Let's see. Jaden Harris. We're going to need to learn to stop the same play Florida ran, one play against Ole Miss. Yeah, I saw the video Jordan Rogers put out. That was an awesome video, by the way, him talking about the play concept, but it's Dan Mullen, man. I mean, Dan Mullen knows what he's doing, man, calling plays. He's a good player and a great offensive coach, and yeah, I mean, it's just you're going to have to stop it. I mean, Muschamp versus Mullen will be a great matchup. So let's see. Robert Stevenson, I just felt like Tennessee doesn't score that touchdown right at the third quarter where they ran the ball down our throats. We're in that game. Yeah, that was I mean, listen, I said immediately post game that I pinned the loss in the defense, and I wanted to make it very clear though. I want to make it very clear that the loss, the blame is shared throughout all facets: offense, defense, special teams, everybody, coaching. But yeah, I mean, there were a lot of things that concern me defensively. A lot of things. So, lots of things that concern me defensively. There's no question. Brian Welch, we are about to be 5-15 in our last 20 games in our must game. Yeah, and that's how I don't understand fans who say the program is heading in the right direction. I want to say first, Shamir Lipscomb, love the show. Appreciate you. Appreciate the support. Thank you so much. But yeah, people that say that the program is trending upward, I just don't understand what you're looking at. I don't understand. Because listen, all the recruiting, that's great. The facilities, that's great. Kids graduating, that's great. It's all good stuff. Your program's not going in the right direction if you're not winning games. It's just not, it's just flat out not. So yeah, you got to win game. Here you think about the Steve Spurrier era. When did you feel like things were going in the right direction? 2009 when you beat Ole Miss. You beat a ranked number 4 in the country Ole Miss team. 2010 when you beat Alabama. You feel like winning games shows that your program is going in the right direction. Nothing else. Recruiting's all fine and dandy, but you got to win football games. You've got to win football games. Again, to say you're going in the right direction, you can say it all you want. You can say it all you want, but you got to win football games. Bottom line. You got to win football games, period. That's what shows you're heading in the right direction. Not recruiting, not facilities, not graduation rate. Those are all nice things. Those are nice to haves, but they're not all must haves. You got to win games. Bottom line, you got to win games. And South Carolina just hasn't done enough of that under Will Muschamp. They haven't done enough of it lately. Like you said, you lose Saturday. You're 5-15 in your last 20 football games. You're not headed in the right direction. You're not. I don't know why South Carolina fans choose to be so blind to it. A lot of South Carolina fans do. Why do you choose to live in ignorance? You're living in ignorance. I'm not the ignorant one. You are. If you really believe, we all want to see Muschamp succeed, but call a spade a spade. There's no gray area. It's black or white. Guy's not getting the job done right now. Don't give me excuses why you didn't beat Tennessee. Don't give me excuses talking about how good they are. Don't give me excuses. Close counts and horseshoes and hand grenades. You didn't win the football game. Bottom line, a game you could have won. You had them at home, too. Nobody wants to talk about that. You had them at home in front of your home crowd. I said before the season, if you're going to get to 5 wins, if you're going to overachieve, you have to beat a team like Tennessee. That's one of those toss-up games. It truly was a coin flip game, and it played out that way. Just bottom line, man. Again, sorry for the rant, sorry for the burst, but I mean, it's just I just can't. I don't understand it. I can't fathom it. Are we fine with losing? Are we cool with it? Because I just saw a comment on Facebook from somebody. I just saw a comment on Facebook on our podcast. I just saw a comment on our Facebook, someone on the podcast, basically talking about, you young Carolina fans. I do think there's a huge disconnect between the old heads and the younger generation Carolina fans. Because the old heads have been so beaten down. And again, I'm not trying to call any of you old heads if you're tuned in, but I'm just saying the older generation Carolina fans. Like, listen, I was 8 years old when Carolina went 0-11. I don't remember that. I don't remember it. I didn't live through it. I didn't experience it. There's a disconnect, though, between the older Carolina fan and the younger. I was raised on Steve Spurrier. I mean, my first years being a diehard, like when I really understood it, I was 11 or 12. So end of 02, beginning of really 03 was when it really clicked for me how big a deal Carolina football was, and it became a diehard. So, I had 2 years of Holtz, but really I was raised on Steve Spurrier. I was raised on it. And there's a disconnect, I think, between the older Carolina fan that, we're just going to win 5 or 6 games and be a 500 team, and that's cool and that's good. And then the newer generation Carolina fan that remembers Steve Spurrier and like, we should be good. What do you mean? Like, we're supposed to be good. I think that's why you see so much animosity, so much of bashing heads in the fan base. I think there's a true disconnect. I really do. So, Brian Welch, we used to not give a damn who we were playing. There was always a chance, especially if they came into our house. Now it's, oh, God, we got to play Tennessee or Kentucky, which is an embarrassing outlook to have. Jonathan Lee, what video was the Phil guy asked when Muschamp dropped the F-bomb? So, WB Profit, old versus new comparison, spot on. I was in the stands during an 0-11 season. Again, I'm not calling out the old school Carolina fans. I mean, I remember specifically going to my grandfather, and it's crazy this memory came up. I remember going to South Carolina, Georgia, 2006. 2006, okay? So we hadn't been good yet, right? South Carolina, Georgia, 2006. And me and my grandfather, we sat next to an old Carolina fan. I mean, old guy. He had to be in his 70s, late 70s, whatever. And he had told us, I've had season tickets for 40 years, and I've never had much to crow about. And I wonder if that guy's still alive. I wonder if he's still there. If he is, I'd love to say hello to him. I wonder if he's still there. I mean, he was an old guy then. I mean, this was 14 years ago, so it might be past. Rest in peace if he is. But I just think a lot of times I think there's a disconnect. I think there's a huge disconnect between the younger fans and the older fans, and the expectations and what should be expected. I just think there's a major disconnect a lot of times, and I don't understand it. I've heard from people that a lot of South Carolina's money, a lot of South Carolina's boosters, they're still on the Muschamp bandwagon. I don't understand it. I don't understand. Does winning matter to you? Is winning important? Is winning important? Because again, you can love Muschamp, hate Muschamp. I don't give a damn how you feel. Something's got to change, though. I mean, you go 3-7, or I picked 3-7. It's easy to say, oh yeah, we're going to be 3-7. Muschamp will come back because of the pandemic. But to go 3-7 and then to bring him back, it's like, how can I sit here all offseason next year and justify that things are headed in the right direction? How can I do it? How can I do it? How? Apathy will set in. It will. It will start to set in for Gamecock fans. Apathy will begin to set in. There's no question. How can I do it? I don't know. Let's see. Anything else? Again, can't speak. In case you guys did not hear, Sherrod Green out 4 to 6 weeks with a fractured hip. So a tough task at Florida gets tougher because you lose one of your big veteran defensive guys. So, yep. Let's see. Valerie Anderson, yeah, I talked to your kid being a Falcons fan. I can't imagine. I just genuinely, and I don't know if you guys saw the clip. I posted a clip where I was talking about it from the podcast. I can't fathom being a Falcons and Gamecocks fan. I just genuinely cannot fathom it. I don't know how you guys do it. I can't fathom it. So, if you guys didn't see this clip of Muschamp, it is laugh out loud funny, man. I'm telling you. It is laugh out loud funny. Let's see. All right, guys, taking your questions, comments. Got about 10 minutes left, a little bit under 10 minutes. Yeah, the clip of Muschamp was hilarious. Christian Carver, the only good thing I got going on right now is my San Francisco 49ers. At least I know they won't let me down. Again, to let you guys know, I apologize today. We had some stuff come up. Went 1 to 2 today. The rest of the week, I promise you guys, noon to 1. Every single day, noon to 1. From here on out, if we have to make adjustments, changes, I'll let you guys know. But noon to 1 is when we will go live the rest of the week. Also, Saturday watch party at Overtime Bar and Grill. I will be going live 11 to 11:30, which I will set up that live stream here in a little bit. 11 to 11:30 for you guys. So tune into that. And also post game immediately after South Carolina, Florida, I will be going live as well. So let's see. Jonathan Keith Phillips. Nice last name, by the way. He's going to guard Kyle Pitts on Saturday. I thought Izzy needs to be the guy. After the Sherrod Green news, though, I'm fully expecting Izzy to miss this weekend. Just because of Muschamp, the injuries. I guarantee you Thursday night. Excuse me, clear my throat. I guarantee. I would not be shocked. It's either going to be Izzy or JC. I think. I mean, it's going to be a matchup nightmare either way. So, Drew Easterday, do you think Eric Shaw will get reps on defense? I don't think so. I don't think right now that's in the works. Matthew Dobbins, hope Izzy's healthy. Me too. You need him. You need all the weapons. You need all your guys. I mean, losing Sherrod sucks. So you need all of your guys healthy for Saturday. There's no question. Let's see. South Carolina made the bottom 25, by the way. Let's see. Taking your questions, comments, guys, for a few more minutes. Christian Carter, I'm having a Gamecock fan as well. If you were a Giants or Jets fan, I can't fathom it. Matthew Dobbins, Jamie's a good cover guy, even though he got one-handed on. Listen, I like Jamie. He did not have his best game. He did not have his best game against Tennessee. You got to hope he improves. So that's all I'll say. You got to hope he improves. Jonathan Keith Phillips, I think we all have to do. I think all we have to do to stop Kyle Trask is get pressure on him. I mean, yeah. I mean, obviously, I think that's any quarterback. You got to get pressure on Trask, no doubt. Jack McFadden just getting in. Who are some candidates to replace Muschamp? I'd say Billy Napier, Joe Brady, PJ Fleck, Rhett Lash, maybe Luke Fickell. Hopefully one of those guys, your opinion. Yeah, I think all those names are solid. Napier's the popular name to throw around. You just got to get a guy in here that's a young offensive-minded guy, forward-thinking, can develop talent. do more with less, if you will. I mean, Napier's done that, you could say, at Louisiana. So, dude, at this point, as bad as it may sound, and obviously I'm kind of over-exaggerating when I say this, just give me anybody not named Will Muschamp. Just anyone. Anyone not named Will Muschamp, I'll take them at this point. Really. So, anybody. Valerie Anderson Dreyer, is Joyner being used enough? Well, he didn't touch the football Saturday, so I don't think that's being used enough. He's a guy, he's an athlete. He needs to get the ball in his hands. Get the ball in his hands. I don't care if it's a screen, I don't care if it's a slant, whatever. Just I don't care if it's wildcat. Get the football in his hands. He needs to get the football in his hands. So, Shamir Lipscomb, Les Miles, I'd be down for it. I'd be open to it. So, Tim Dorn, Napier will be great because he hates Dabo. Hey, I'm game with that. Jack McFadden, how many games does Muschamp have to win this year? Again, it's tough to say because of the state of the world we're in with the pandemic, stuff like that. Because see, here's the thing. I said before the season, 3-7 was my prediction. I thought he'd be back next year because of the pandemic, COVID, but damn, bro, it's easy to say that in the offseason, but when you go 3-7 and you have to stare that in the face, you look in the mirror, bringing him back will be, I don't know, man. Again, I fear if you go 3-7 or worse and you bring him back, apathy begins to set in with this fan base. How are you going to sell tickets? How are you going to sell suites? How are you going to sell boxes? Who's going to buy them? Who's going to pay for them? You couldn't sell tickets this year. And again, I know it's different because of the pandemic, but you couldn't sell tickets this year. How are you going to get people in the stadium? How are you going to get people interested? It's a business, right? Who's going to support this football team? You go 3-7 or worse and bring back Will Muschamp. I don't know. I genuinely don't know. So, Drew Easterday. Jamie had a great game against Florida last year. Hopefully the same thing happens. Yeah, they need him to play well. Matt Dobbins. You think Cam Smith plays a lot this week, and even if Izzy is healthy, does he play a lot? I can't say for certain, man. He had a rough one against Tennessee. How much he plays, I don't know. It's tough to say how much does he really play. So let's see. Hold on. What is this? Dabo Sweeney not in favor of social justice messages on uniforms. That's interesting. Did they not put a sticker on the helmet? I mean, yeah. Interesting. Anyways, got a couple minutes. Actually, we've got less than a minute. Guys, appreciate you tuning in again. We'll be live noon to 1 all the rest this week. Apologize for the changes Monday, Tuesday, but we'll be live noon to 1. In closing here again, the big news today, Sherrod Greene out 4 to 6 weeks. It's going to be tough for you. I mean, defensively, it's going to be tough. We all know that we pretty much know at this point Florida's going to score a lot. They're going to score early. They're going to score often. So we'll see what happens. Last question. Matthew Dobbins, our safety needs to play better. There was a lot of wide open deep balls Tennessee they dropped. Hey, safety's been an issue Muschamp's entire tenure at South Carolina. So, again, appreciate you all tuning in. Noon to 1, rest of the week, 11 to 11:30 live from Overtime Bar and Grill on Saturday. I am Crystal Spurs Up Show. Appreciate you all tuning in. Check out the podcast with Alex McGrath. Drop this